Hey, how's it going? So I just did an hour and a half session of self-connecting or meditating, and it was tough. I wanted to get up a lot. I felt anxious, hurried. I wanted to get out. I was thinking about what I was going to be doing next. But I stuck with it. I stuck with it. I stuck with it. Excuse me. Can't talk today. I stuck with it, and it paid off big dividends. Usually the first 15 to 30 minutes can be such hell, or it feels like it's hell. And I notice the later in the day I actually start my meditations, usually the harder it is to, get done with it. Sometimes you just can't wake up and do it. You immediately have to go do something. Or at least that's what we think. And I remember mentioning in previous videos that I wanted to do it earlier. It's amazing. Like, I don't even think about what I'm going to talk about now. Before, I was like premeditating it while I was meditating. That's funny. Now I just get on and start talking. I literally had no idea what I was going to talk about. But yeah, the first 30 minutes of that was like unbelievable. Like, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? This isn't going to work. I got to go do something. This is boring. Or I need to get up. I'm so anxious. Da, da, da. But I went through that anxiety. Not all emotions are bad. No emotion is bad. Anxiety is one of them. I experienced it. I released something in myself by making myself restrained, but not really restrained. I just wasn't letting myself do anything other than sit there and meditate. A couple times I was like snapping my fingers, tapping on my leg or something, or was like making my eyelids make weird sounds. I noticed myself doing that. It's almost like a distraction. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I really don't. But I let myself go through all of that. And by the time I was done, I had like this new sense of freedom. Someone once told me responsibility and discipline doesn't take away freedom. It gives you more freedom. And it's so true. It's so true. When you discipline yourself to something, you commit yourself to something in the moment, there's going to be all these voices that come up. There are going to be all these voices. You can't do this. You're not good enough. What about if you fail? What happens if this happens? Blah, 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 blah. Constantly trying to have answers and be so dependent on the outcome or result of what's going on, rather than just letting those voices die away on their own. And eventually they do. They do. And you get so caught up in the moment, in the process, enjoying what you're doing, getting in the flow. All of that kind of just melts away. I love all these hand motions I'm doing. But yeah, someone once told me that, and I think that's so true. You get more freedom when you discipline yourself, or you have responsibility or commitment. And I think that's why this meditation stuff works. And doing it so much, not just doing it for 5 or 10 minutes, but doing it for hour and a half, 2 hours a day, like that's really like, boom. It sounds like a lot, but the benefits of it are amazing. And it's not like you become a new person. It's you become more of who you really are. You're not really gaining superpowers. You just are uncovering the superpowers that you already have. And I feel like I'm almost annoying to other people. Maybe I really am annoying to other people when I talk about it. So I usually try to keep it to myself. But there's so many conversations that I have that will trigger my wanting to describe this stuff, to talk about it. Because people are like, oh gosh, this sucks. This is this way and it needs to be that way so I can be okay. And I'd just be like, dude, if you just meditated, like if you just connected to yourself, you wouldn't be saying that. You'd be like, okay, that's fine, I'm still okay. It's not controlling all your circumstances that makes everything okay. It's you being okay with who you are no matter what, and experiencing all the emotions that you have and loving all of that. That makes you okay. Because the circumstances will never, ever, ever be what you want it to be. I knew that without a shadow of a doubt for as long as I've been living. In the 25 and a half years I've been alive, I know that. It's never going to be what you want. There's always going to be something else because your ego creates something else. There's always a new problem for it to solve. There's always a new scenario that it could have, that it wants to have, that's imagining, or it's trying to sabotage. There's always something wrong or something more when it comes to the ego. And we can't get rid of the ego. We can't shame it, we can't hate it, and we can't fight it. All we can do is love it. And meditating is just that. It's allowing you to sit with things, experience things. Your emotions are there for a reason. They're there for you to feel, especially pain and sadness. That was meant to happen. We try to run away from it. We try to distract ourselves. We try to suppress it. We try to go to addictions. We shame ourselves. We try to separate ourselves from that stuff. And that's called trying to be more than human or less than human. And why would you fault yourself for that? Why would you fault yourself for being human? When did society decide that it was not okay to be okay? That's really insane to me. When did society decide that it was not okay to be okay with whatever you're feeling? So other people didn't have to feel what they were feeling? I mentioned yesterday, I used to try to fix other people's problems just so I don't have to feel my own anxiety about hearing about their problems. Wow. Maybe that's why people don't like, society says that we shouldn't be sad in public, that we shouldn't cry. It's not manly to cry. It's not girly or womanly to be strong and independent. You must be dependent on someone else. Really. Just craziness. The more I meditate, I realize just how insane some societal standards are, or the way we think about things. Just explodes my mind. But really, the point I wanted to make was allowing yourself to be disciplined, to go through this stuff and to feel your own emotions. That being a testament to that, really being living proof of that, is the best way to get other people to do it. Because I can try to, maybe I'm just a bad persuader. That's even a thing. I try to tell people about this, and some people do it for a little bit, or do just 20 minutes or so. But I think the best way is to live your life and be living proof of how amazing everyone really is. Step into your own greatness, your own amazingness. People are going to be like, what does he have that I don't have? And they're going to be thinking about the external stuff, because everybody's always caught up on the external stuff. What does he have that I don't have? Or what's his secret? Or what does he do? Does he take some kind of pill? Does he, drink this shake? What is it? People are going to do that. And that's the perfect time to talk about this stuff, to show them videos like this. That's like a shameless plug or something. Or show them the meditations. Not even how to do it, just like talk about your experience. That's like the best time to do that, or when it naturally comes up in conversation. But yeah, I really want to be living proof for other people, because if I can empower myself through my own greatness, I grant permission, or allow other people to grant their own permission to step into their own greatness and amazingness too. the world would be such a better place. I read, no, I heard this video, and Kyle Cease was talking about the world needs you in your own forgiveness. How powerful is that? I wrote that down when I heard that. The world needs you in your own forgiveness. That's incredible. Think about that. If you're going to take away anything from this video, think about that. Forgiveness of your past, your flaws, your bad emotions you felt. It's all good. You're allowed to be, so be. Stay sexy, friends. I'll see you next time.